Okay, so you were going to tell me your date of birth and location of where you're born.
12
Uh-huh.
1964.
Okay, where were you born?
On a couch.
What city?
Denver.
What
Right over by Cook Park. I even know where it is.
Really? Do you know about what time?
Early morning.
Like 6, 7, 8?
Like 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Okay, what's your height? I know I have all this paperwork already that you sent me, but it's kind of fun just to have you tell me.
Yeah, we can do it again.
Okay.
6'2".
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And your weight?
203.
All right, and your goal weight?
190 to 195.
Perfect. Have you ever had a body composition?
No.
Okay. Okay, so here's what I was going to do really quick was I was going to show you your BMI and a BMI chart really quick. And this is how I put together a program for people. As I go through this, I crunch their numbers and then we say, okay, well, this is what it's going to take. And so part of it is just getting an idea of what your BMI is now, and also your body fat percentage, which I have the body fat percentage testers here. I'll bring them to you next time I see you so we can do your body composition. But I have an eye, so I can actually kind of gauge where you're at and, you know, what our plan needs to be here. But, so, let's see. The BMI chart, let me pull that up and show you really quick.
Don't look so serious. There you
go. Okay, so here, BMI, your BMI, I did the math on it, and your BMI is, I don't know if you can see that closely.
I see orange, yellow, white, and blue.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so, oh, shoot. Oh, there it is. So your okay, so it goes by height, and your BMI is right. Well, you're 6'2"?
Yeah.
And
I'm over in the yellow.
Okay, so yeah. So here, your weight, wait, your height is 6'2", and then, yeah, so yours was right here at 26.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like 26.4. So, basically what we want to do is a good BMI, a healthy BMI, you're in a healthy zone already. Actually, it looks like. Wait, 6'2", 26. Yeah, you're in the healthy zone. Look at that. Wait, underweight.
So, I can't really see. I'm not underweight.
Okay, I see how this works. Hold on. So you are...
Sorry.
Yeah, you're in the healthy zone. You're in between 26 and 28 BMI, so that's good.
So I want to be in the healthier zone.
Yeah. let's do this together. I'm gonna do the BMI calculator with you, just to make sure my math is right here.
Okay.
So, tell me more about your friends you went out with tonight.
Well, he's my neighbor, and I went to high school with him.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't want to buy my house.
Uh-huh.
I did, but I bought it because it was the only one with that open like you saw when you walked in, right? I wanted like everything open, so I bought my house like that, and it just so happened that I hadn't spent the money to find the house with like an open floor plan.
Yeah.
So the guy I went out with tonight is my neighbor, who just happens to be one of my high school best friends.
Nice.
Very.
Well, that's super cool.
Totally cool. And then like 4 blocks the other direction,
Mm-hmm.
this other guy that I grew up with in a crib while our parents smoked weed.
Mm-hmm.
They just stuck us in a crib. And so this other guy that I've known since I was in a crib, like 2 years old, he lives 4 blocks the other direction. So I got a good hood.
Very nice.
Thank you. I like it.
That is very cool. Good place, because you grew up in Denver, so you're familiar with it there and the people.
So are you saying that my buddies have, they affect my BMI?
Yeah. If you guys go out to eat and drink a lot.
We do.
Yeah. Yeah, so definitely, so we're going to have to do a men's yoga and weight loss program for everybody. This will be great. So the BMI is 26.1. I just put your weight in. These are just calculators you can do online. So I just put your BMI numbers in there.
Okay.
And it basically crunched your BMI. And it goes by your height and like weight per square inch or something like that. That's what your BMI is.
Per square inch?
I don't know what the measurement. I don't know what the measurement is. Body mass index. It's like your weight and your height ratios.
You're my favorite. You're funny. Okay, so per square inch, got it.
Yeah, so BMI, body mass index. Oh, it's weight in kilograms divided by the square of height in meters.
Okay, I've totally computed everything and I got it.
Okay, so has nothing to do with your body fat. It is correlated with body fat, but it's not necessarily all about body fat. To measure body fat, we'll use those electrical impedance, which it gives you a good range to work with of where you're at. But it's an easy way. It's the first thing that I do, as I said, because then I can show people on a chart, like here's where you're at and here's where we want to be. Because oftentimes when you see it in a chart, you're like, oh wow, okay. So I see where I'm at. I think I need to drop my BMI down by 5 or 6 points here. How do I do that? So that's why I'm here, is to show you how to get that BMI down. And the chart I was showing you before, it wasn't really, I didn't think was that great, but let's see if I can find a better one. Here, how about this one? Okay, so here you can see the colors. Well, shoot, it doesn't even go up to 6'2".
Well, so put in 6'1".
Okay, well, you're 26. See, that's where you're at. Oh.
So I can't see those.
Okay.
So you just gotta tell me what you're seeing.
Basically, you're in the overweight category by like 2 points.
Okay.
Yeah, we want your BMI to be 24 or less. And so we want to drop that BMI to like 24, 23.9 or 24ish.
So
22 to 24.
So you saw me. So I mean, I'm a thicker built guy.
Yeah.
So and you saw my body. Right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So how far off are we?
Your goal was to drop down to 195. And so here's what we want to do to figure out a health.
I'm talking about from like you saw me, right?
Mhm.
So like it's just like different body styles and compositions. So from what you saw, like is it 10 pounds? Is it 15 pounds? Is it 20 pounds? Is it 5 pounds?
I don't go by pounds, I go by fat and body composition.
Okay.
Because pounds and BMI, it doesn't really, like a bodybuilder can have a high BMI and have tiny bit of fat. You know, if you are broad and like thick boned and just like a generally broad and tall person, you might have a bigger BMI. That's a little, yeah. So that's why I go by body fat percentage and your physique and your goals, your specific goals and your age too, because age is also a factor, like for everybody. My BMI.
Are you saying I'm old?
No, but I'm saying that when I was 18 years old, my body fat percentage was always like never below 18, ever. 18%. And my body weight never went above 118. If I ever got into 120s, I was freaked out. Like it never happened till after I had, I was probably in my mid 20s, and then my body weight stayed around 127 for a couple years. And now it's like 132.
Which looks good on you though.
132? No, not for me. I'm like, my weight fluctuates. So, but as we age, our body composition changes. And me, I've lifted my whole life, so I have way more muscle on my body. So I can't go by just body fat percentage and BMI because, so everyone is different. These numbers are just kind of to give us like a gauge of what to work with. Because if you're like, if you're doing some extreme body makeover and you want a 6-pack abs and things like that, that is where lifting weights comes in, is your physique, and just losing fat is good and everything. It's healthy. It's going to help you have, less back pain. You're going to have fewer chances of any disease like cancer, diabetes, arthritis, heart disease. Just by simply being active, you're going to prevent a lot of that stuff. And by being in a healthy weight. So that's what I'm here to do, is to, to just show people how to do that. But there are different frames. Like here I'm looking at an ideal, like these are numbers that, the medical came up with and people came up with of what's ideal and what statistically people are on average for weight. And so like for men, an ideal body weight for someone with a large frame is, for someone who's 6'2", who's a man, is 172 to 197 for a large frame. That's the ideal weight.
Okay.
And so like your goal of 195 fits perfectly in there.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, whatever you want to do, 190, 195, and get your 10 pounds, which is super easy. Like you can do that easily, 8 pounds. You could do that in a month if you really wanted to. So, actually, you could probably do that in a week if you really wanted to. So we talk about water, fat. Obviously, if you have water weight, that's a factor. So, like, honestly, at the end of the day, you might be 5 pounds heavier than you are first thing in the morning with no clothes on.
Right.
Because that's literally how much water we can hold in the body. So again, that's kind of why we go by body composition with body fat, not just pounds lost, you know? And me being more fitness, I like to encourage people to lift and work out and, you know, be fit and active, of course. But for someone who's really high stress, getting them on a weight training program isn't the best thing. They might need yoga or Thai yoga. You know what I mean? So
I'm not stressed, but I need yoga
yeah,
because I have like the worst. Like if I'm gonna touch my toes, I gotta lift my foot up to my hand.
exactly. Yeah, so we can do yoga together too. Basically, right now, what I'm doing is I'm filming videos, putting these on in a course online, and then we can also do live yoga together, FaceTime, Skype, or I can come over, or you know, we can, you know, things like that. But we can do yoga together as part of your protocol for your this. I'm more holistic. I'm a complementary and integrative holistic therapist, so I like to use health, fitness, herbal medicines. Because when we talk about health and weight loss, we also want to talk about detoxing the body, cleansing the colon, the liver, the bowels, the lymphatic system, the kidneys, the adrenals. All those glands are constantly filtering crap out of our bodies. And what happens with as we age and with our diet and our lifestyle, we get bombarded by toxins that don't get eliminated properly. And when those things start breaking down in the body, then people have problems. You know, that's when people have problems, is when toxins start breaking down in the body. So our job is to eliminate toxins. And also that's something that I include with, you know, is to show people where to get herbal formulas that can basically enhance your immune system and clean out your lymphatic system.
Okay.
The absolute key is to get detoxing from a cellular level, along with the movement through the yoga, as well as, you know, we'll do things like the tarot and the astrology, but also there's some books and some course material that teaches you how the subconscious mind works, what is the method by which we can meditate and materialize our thought into form. So how we think is how our outside reality is. Our predominant mental energy determines our outside world because of vibration. And so we're going to be talking about that as well together.
Okay.
And, you know, what I usually do is I'll say, okay, so you want to get down to 195, let's say. So let's just say 10 pounds you want to lose.
Right.
So, like, a healthy way to lose weight is 2 pounds a week. Depending on where you're at. You could, like I said, do that in a week if you want.
Okay.
Because it's really just a matter of some very simple changes. And, you know, 2 pounds a week is ideal. So, like,